This video is going to show you how to set up a BTCPay server to accept Monero. BTCPay Server is a self-hosted open source payment processor with no intermediaries, no KYC, it supports Monero, and this video will show you how to set up everything yourself. Why self-host with BTCPay Server? There's no third-party fees, so you keep 100% of every payment. You have full custody over everything. It goes directly to your wallet. You have the most privacy. You don't share your IP addresses with a third party. It allows you to have a Monero solution that's self-hosted. The customer does not need to provide KYC or have an account. It's censorship resistant and it's open source, so you can see and understand how it works. The first thing you're going to need is a hosting plan. In this demonstration, it will be a virtual private server plan with 4 gigs of RAM, 4 CPU cores, 160 gigabytes of storage, and capable of a terabyte of traffic every month. For this video, I will be using private web host. This is an affiliate video. Find them on Monero and click through the affiliate link there. This will help Monero earn a small commission at no cost to you. You can also go directly to the product page for this product. The default is for 80 gigabytes. However, based on the current blockchain size and the projections, plus the options available, 160 gigabytes should be good for a while. It also gives you more space on the server for anything else you might need to do. Additionally, private web host allows you to host in Germany or in Switzerland. Switzerland is one of the best places to host, and for an additional $5 a month, you can have a DMCA ignored Swiss server. For this video, I will be using Germany, however. Click continue to proceed to checkout. Enter in your information and proceed to checkout. You will be presented with a BTCPay Server invoice. Select Monero and pay for the server. After payment, go into your account and find the service that you have, and then go to View Details. Here you will see an IP address to be able to associate your domain with your BTCPay server, create some kind of a host name off your domain, add the IP address, and create the record. In this case, I'm using bunny.net. There is also an affiliate link for that as well. Now that I have the server, I'm going into Manage through the Control panel. At this point, it's time to install the operating system. Ubuntu long-term support is the recommended choice. Find Ubuntu from the list and choose the newest long-term support version that's available. I'm keeping the default for the swap space. From here, I will add an SSH key, which will allow me to log into the server securely. The portal can help you with this, but I will show you how to do it locally. All of the commands that are shown will be done using Windows. However, the same commands can be run on Linux and Mac. If you're using Windows, you need OpenSSH installed. If you do not have it installed, open your settings, system, go to optional features, click add a feature, search for OpenSSH, and click install. Open a command prompt as an administrator and create a key with a name. Here I'm using BTCPay as the name. Make sure you enter your password correctly 2 times. It will then output a fingerprint and it will show you where the file was saved. You can print out that value on Linux with cat or on Windows with type. The file path is the one that it has shown. It will vary for you. After you have specified that, it will print out a string. Copy that string, and then in the private web host dashboard, click Add Key. Paste in the value, give the key a name, and click Save. Select the key that you have just uploaded. Then click Install Ubuntu. Ubuntu will begin installing. Allow the installer to complete. Then you will be taken to the dashboard. The dashboard allows you to see different specifications that are on your server, such as bandwidth, CPU usage, and memory. Now it's time to install the BTCPay Server. Type in SSH and then root at your IP address. Specify yes that you want to continue connecting. Then enter the passphrase for the key that you have set up. You are now in the server. Update the server using the apt-to-update commands. If there is a problem with something that was attempted to be downloaded, you can run an update again with the fix missing flag and then reboot. Log back into the server. From here, you want to set up the firewall. Run each of these commands separately. You will then be prompted to proceed, type Y, and enter. The firewall is now active and enabled. Change directory, and then clone the BTCPay Server Docker. Then change directory into the BTCPay Server Docker folder. Now you want to set different variables. The BTCPay host is the address that you set up, the subdomain at your domain, with the A record. The default crypto, in this case, is XMR, Monero. You can also add Tor. You can access your BTCPay server over Tor. Set the reverse proxy to Nginx and enable SSH. After that, install BTCPay Server's setup script file. This will download different dependencies and set up everything for you. It may take a few minutes. This is what it looks like when it's completed. Now you have BTCPay Server installed on your server. The next step is to access the server through a web browser. When you go to the default page, it will redirect you to register. This is where you will create your admin account. It requires an email and password. Next, you will be creating a store through the dashboard. Give your store a name, a default currency, and set the preferred price source. Kraken is the recommended source. It supports Monero, and you can get the price through it. Click to create the store. Now go into Manage Plugins and search for Monero. Click to install the Monero plugin, and then click to Restart Now. The connection will drop, and after some time, you can click to refresh the page. The wallet now begins synchronization. Synchronizing your node will take a long time. This is because it represents a pruned version of every transaction that has ever happened on the entire Monero blockchain. In testing, it took about 4 days. Here you can see the sampling from the beginning to the end, 3 days and 6.5 hours. In testing the node synchronization a second time with a different hosting company, it took about 7 days. Therefore, private web host was actually much faster. You should budget around a week for this process to take place. You will see a screen like this. When completed, you should see a way to enter your wallet details. After synchronization, if you don't see this, restart the server. You may want to check how much disk space is on your server. To do that, SSH into your server and run the command. It will show you what percentage of your disk space is used and how much is available. Now you want to set up a wallet with the right block height. Do not enable the wallet until the synchronization has completed. The block height should be the current block height or the block height of a newly created wallet. First, get access to the wallet you want to use. It's best to use a new wallet, only for BTCPay Server. You'll be able to restore the wallet from the seed phrase to other devices, like a mobile wallet such as Cake Wallet if you want to later. To get a new wallet, go to the official Monero website. It's getmonero.org. From there, download the GUI wallet and set it up. Go into the settings, and you will be able to access the keys under Settings and Show Seed and Keys. This wallet is used for demonstrational purposes only. Never show your seed phrase or any secret keys to anyone. On this page, you can see the block height, which is when the wallet was created. If it's a new wallet, use this for the block height. The primary address and secret view key allow BTCPay Server to generate new sub-addresses, which are the unique addresses made for each invoice that BTCPay Server creates. Once the node is fully synchronized, as indicated by the top and bottom numbers being equal and saying true, you can enter the address, view key, and block height. Do not leave the restore height at 0. This is very important. The wallet will get into a bad state on a prune node where BTCPay Server cannot detect payments. After entering all the details, click Save Wallet Details. From here, you click Enable and then set the amount of confirmations you want to require for the payment settlement. 10 is considered safe, but I will use 1 for quicker demo purposes. Never have 0 unless you have a very specific reason to do so. After setting all of these, click Save. You may run into an issue where the wallet already has been created and you can't change it correctly, and invoices do not show up correctly. You may also run into a situation where you have to re-enable the plugin because the wallet has caused it to crash. If that happens, you need to re-enable it and restart the server. If you configure the wallet incorrectly, causing it to not detect transactions properly, or you simply want to change the wallet that you have set up, you will need to change the wallet. This cannot be done through the UI. You will need to do this through the command line. There is also no way to know exactly which wallet is currently set up after you've saved it. You can verify the current wallet address by the primary address by running this command. This will show you what the current wallet is. To change the wallet, you first stop the BTCPay server for the Monero wallet. Then you delete the wallet and keys file for that wallet. After that, you need to delete any pending invoices. If you don't do this, you may not be able to delete the wallet properly. Your invoice data will remain, but this is required to change the wallet properly. After that, restart the BTCPay server's Monero wallet. Now, when you go back into the dashboard and you go to your XMR wallet, you can see that it has been reset and that there is nothing there. This is where you can enter the new wallet or the existing wallet that you wanted to use that you set up improperly with the wrong block height. You can get the most recent block in the dashboard. Click to Set Wallet Details. Make sure to enable the wallet and also set the amount of confirmations that you want to require. 10 or more is safe, but for the purpose of this setup, only 1 is required. Make sure to save this so that your wallet will work. Now your wallet is ready. You want to go back and check that your wallet is the current wallet you want. Run the command again. Now that you have BTCPay set up and a wallet, it's time to test creating an invoice. If you didn't set the restore height properly, you may see that it says that the wallet is synced when it really isn't. The bottom number should match the top number, and it should say synced to truly have it synced. Despite this, you can still create an invoice and pay it, but BTCPay Server will not be able to detect that it has been paid until the node is synchronized. Here you can see creating an invoice, manually entering in the order ID, description, amount, and other details. After clicking create, I can then go to checkout. This will show a payable address that was created from my wallet address and secret view key. If you pay this, you can see that the exact amount asked for shows up in the wallet, which shows that no fees have been taken out. But once your wallet is synchronized, when you go back to pay, you can see that it recognizes that the payment was received. And then, after one confirmation, that the invoice is paid. Now that you have tested a working invoice through the portal, you open yourself up to other options. In this video, I will show how to use an API key and webhooks for a separate application, and also how to use your BTCPay server as a standalone e-commerce platform. This section is about using an API key and webhooks. Go to Manage Account from your account. From there, click API Keys, and then Generate Key. Give your API key a name, and then select that you want to have the ability to create an invoice, and view existing invoices. No additional permissions are needed. After you create that key, you can click to reveal it. Again, never share this information. This is for demonstration purposes only. Now go back into your settings and get your store ID. You will need this for the API. Next, create a webhook. The payload URL is where your postback will occur. It is where BTCPay Server will send data regarding transactions that occur on your server. It receives the messages that show that an invoice was paid in your system. Save your secret key. Also click Automatic Redelivery so that data can be sent to your server if it fails. And then add the webhook. Your business will be different, but in the case of Monero, the base URL, API key, store ID, webhook secret, default currency, success URL where the user is sent, and a cancel URL if the person decides not to pay are all configured here. Here you can see an API client that was created to interface with BTCPay Server. It can create invoices, get invoice details, and validate that a request is valid. There are different config setting headers and several different models that are required to properly interface with BTCPay Server in a different application. Your business logic will be your own issue to deal with, but you have all the required information to set it up and use it. Now you can see Monero working with BTCPay Server. Selecting a sponsorship, and then checking out. Now, when attempting to purchase a listing, it goes to BTCPay Server. After paying the test invoice, you can see that the payment was received properly. When the invoice has been paid after one confirmation, the user is redirected back to Monero with the order ID that was passed in the URL. You can also see in the BTCPay dashboard the order ID and all the order details related to this transaction for this invoice. The API is very flexible, and you can use it to create your own custom checkout flow on your site over Tor. Here you can see Monero's implementation over Tor with no JavaScript. This is the most advanced and most private option. You don't need to use an API to integrate with BTCPay Server. BTCPay Server also offers you a point of sale system built in. In the dashboard, go to point of sale and give your application a name. First, remove all the existing products. For the purpose of this demo, I will be creating a Monero t-shirt. You can choose a file and upload an image. You can also give it a description and then apply to save the item. For this example, go into the server settings and change the setting so that your shop loads at the root of your domain. Here you can see paying for a Monero t-shirt. As well as the invoice and receipt that it has generated. Now you have a working BTCPay server that works with an API and a point of sale system, but you will need to maintain the server. Go into server settings and maintenance. In this case, there was an existing upgrade. Click update. The server will begin restarting. After refreshing the server, you can see that it was upgraded. The version number is different than the previous. Another thing you will need to maintain is the Monero plugin. You may see a notification that a new version has been released. Click the notification or go into the Manage Plugins section. Here you click Update on the plugin. From there, you restart the server. Additional maintenance, such as changing your wallet or restarting the server, can be done using SSH. And that's everything you need to start your own business, running your own node, accepting Monero on your own server. We showed you how to do this with Private Web Host, which has a data center in Switzerland that has DMCA protection. We then showed you how to install the operating system and SSH into it, install everything that's needed, from the firewall to the server. After that, we showed how to set up the wallet and common gotchas and issues related to creating and recreating that wallet. We then showed how to test creation of an invoice. After that, how to work with the API and webhooks so that your standalone application can use BTCPay Server for processing your payments, isolated from your application. Also, how to set up a storefront so you don't even need a separate application. And finally, how to maintain your server by upgrading it. Thank you for watching, and go to BTCPay Server for additional resources, and visit Monero to submit your business that you've just created.